What's up guys, I'm Andy from 1A Auto. In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace a front door window motor on this 2001 BMW 325Xi. If you need this part or other parts for your vehicle, click the link in the description and head over to 1aauto.com. To pull the switch out, you want to use something really thin. You can use a trim tool or a really small pocket screwdriver. Get in here, just be careful, you don't want to ruin the door panel. You can try to put your plastic trim tool behind it. Try to prevent from damaging the panel. Get underneath here, get under there, and it'll slide right out. Just disconnect the connector, just grab it and slide it out. Take a trim tool. We want to take this trim off right here. Just slide it behind here. Gently pry behind here, being careful. Pop this out with some clips. Hold it on. Oh, this one popped out, but we can pop that back in. And with my trim tool, just get underneath here. Take these little covers off. Pop those off. Now I can take these screws out. There's 5 of them. I'm going to use a T20 extension and a ratchet. You can use a little magnet to get the screws out. Now I'm going to get a trim tool and we'll just pry behind the door panel. Just going to pry it out. You want to make sure you pry it out this way. Slide it off the lock rod. Beware those clips. That's why you want to slide it straight out. Now we can disconnect the handle right here. You just pry it up like that and slide it out. That's actually really easy. Take these wires off. You can use a trim tool. Get behind here. Pop these off. Disconnect the speakers. Just use a small blade screwdriver. And there's no lock on that, but there is one on this one. You just squeeze it, just like that. Now I'm going to put the window up. I have to turn the key on, roll the window up. The switch is in the center console. Put that up all the way, disconnect the key. And I'm actually going to disconnect the battery because I don't want to disconnect the airbag without the battery disconnected. In the trunk, you're going to have a cover over here. Take that cover off and loosen up this 10mm nut. Loosen up the battery terminal and disconnect it. Slide it out of the way so it's not going to arc out on the battery. Now after waiting a minute, after disconnecting the battery, then I can take these bolts out. I'm going to use a 10mm socket, extension, and a ratchet. Take that last bolt out. I can slide the airbag module out. Disconnect the wire, slide it out of here. To disconnect the airbag right here, use a straight blade tool. Just get under here, there's a little lock. Loosen up that lock and then just gently pry this out and disconnect it. Now when you put this aside, you always want to put this down so that the explosive bag side is going up. You never want to put it down like that. Otherwise, if it does go off, it'll go flying. I want to remove this module, get it out of the way. I'm just going to use a T20 extension and a ratchet. Take these 2 screws out. Slide that out of the way. Now I want to pull this vapor barrier off. You can use some kind of a pry tool try to peel this away, or a razor blade. Just use a razor blade. Trying not to cut any wires or any more of the vapor barrier. This will stick to itself. Now we can disconnect this connector, push down on the lock, pull it out. All right, I'm gonna take these 3 bolts out, or 3 screws out. I'm gonna use a T30 and a ratchet. The window is gonna have to move a little bit once we get to pulling the motor out. So keep that in mind. Take these out. All right, once I get that last screw, I'm just gonna support the window. Then take the motor, I am gonna rotate it. So you wanna make sure the window is not all the way down, because if it was all the way down, you're not gonna be able to rotate this. And then slide it right out. Here's the old window motor. Here's the new window motor from 1AAuto.com. Has the same mounting configuration, same gear, same motor part. Connector is slightly different, so it can be used in other applications, but it will still work and function the same as the original one. Get yours at 1AAuto.com and you can do it yourself. Take the new motor, slide this in position like this. And then once it's in position, you can twist, pull up on the glass, might help. There we go. Get these screws started. And then we'll just snug these up. That's good. Take the connector, plug it in right there. You can actually take a wire tie and tie it up there. Now we're just gonna reinstall the vapor barrier. Make sure these cables come through where they need to go. And the wiring harness. Get this lined up. A lot of times you can find like where the hole was for something, so that will line up with there, the bolt holes. And get that re-secured. Just like that. Take this module right here with this bracket. We'll put the screws back in here. We're going to use a T20 extension and a ratchet. And snug it down. Let's reconnect this airbag. Take the connector, slide it in position. Just like that, it'll lock in place, then push the little lock tab down. Slide that in position right there. Take the 10mm, these bolts, get these started. Take a 10mm socket, extension and ratchet, tighten them down. Make sure those are all tight. Now we want to reconnect the speaker wiring harness. Connect the big speaker, then we'll connect the tweeter. Right there. This wiring harness is going to slide through here. Just like that. And then push this retainer right here. Make sure this wire comes through here, just like that. And then when we connect up this rod, this lock latch cable. We want to make sure that this inside latch is in the closed position like that. And then slide this in here, latch it in place, double check to make sure it's working properly, which it is. We'll slide onto the lock rod. Get everything lined up and just push it back on. And we can reinstall the screws. Remember, the long screw goes right here, and then the short ones go in the other places. So a shorter screw goes right here. Using a T20 socket and a ratchet and extension. Smaller one goes right there, and then also under here, under the armrest. All right, those are all tight. These little covers go on the bottom one. Just line those up. Push them in. This cover goes on top. Let's just pop this piece off here. Take a straight blade screwdriver. Just pop this off. That can go right there. Take this piece, line it up. With it lined up. Oh, there is two little tabs on the front of this, so get those in first. Take the mirror switch. Let's connect the connector. It only goes on one way. And slide it in position. Push it straight down.
Thanks for watching. Visit 1AAuto.com for quality auto parts shipped to your door, the place for DIY auto repair. And if you enjoyed this video, please click the subscribe button.